When we share things in person, whether it's a bouquet of flowers, a pizza, a book, we tell the person why we wanted to share it with them. These are in my garden and made me think about you. This gluten-free crust is the best. I couldn't put this book down because online we're encouraged to share links, posts, videos with our followers and our connections. But we're also tapped out on time to do all of this, so we cram it in there and try and do those lazy shares. You know, the ones that somebody we respect posted something from somebody they respect, and you click reshare, like reshare, without really looking at it, without following the link, without seeing the context. And maybe your friend posted a couple of points on why they shared it. Maybe they didn't, but you certainly don't have the time to do that. Well, then don't share it. I'm going to give you some tips that will help you avoid embarrassment and help avoid people wanting to just scroll past whatever you post because it's never researched, it's never followed up, it's never tested, and they have no idea why you're sharing it. So that's the biggest thing. Instead of being a lazy sharer, this is especially on LinkedIn. It is my favorite social venue because I learn the most about technology and trends and people and companies at a quick glance without having to look through so many news sources. I can follow up with those later if I want to take a deeper dive. But I want to respect my clients, my connections, the companies that I admire, and I want to share what they have out there with my connections. But I also need to take the time to tell them why. So here we go. Here's some 4 tips on the best way to share. Number 1, follow the link before you share it. I can't tell you how many times people share something that they say, oh, it's fantastic, it's fantastic. Well, I don't have a subscription to that magazine. I'm not a member of that group. I don't have the behind the gate access to something that they watched a webinar and got some link and got to see some secret special thing. I don't have a way to view it. So they've shared it, I've reshared it, and I have no way to get in there. That makes no sense. So make sure you can actually get to the link as an everyday person without having to be logged in as anything. Next, did you watch it, listen, read it? If you did, pull out a couple of good points, 1 or 2 at the most. You don't need more than that. Why would you want to share this with somebody? What is of value? And it might just be this exact same timestamp that the person that you saw it from posted. At 1 minute, 33 seconds, so-and-so said this, and I found it really valuable because they gave a list of blah. Do that. But that's the other piece. That's the other little add-on to that. Tell us why, but tell us where too, if it's a video or an audio file, because sometimes those can go pretty long and you want to make sure that they know exactly what it is. If it's from a transcript, and that saves you time. Read through the transcript, you can see the timestamps and know exactly where that quote is. Copy, paste. This quote at this point made a lot of sense to me. I think you'll like the rest of the story that goes with it. Now I know the context. I know the value, why you saw it valuable, and then I can decide whether I want to also click on it and go find that spot too. So here's the final tip though. When you do share it or choose to comment, mention the company that posted the content. Then they know what they're doing works. Makes our marketing people so happy. It makes everybody with the budget so happy because what they've invested in for the marketing and creation of this content is working. And you are helping them spread the word on this great information. And a super bonus point, write your own blog post about that. Maybe it was something that really triggered a memory or a story or a client case study that you want to share. Well, get the embed code from YouTube. Get the embed code from, get the audio embed code, put it in there because it goes on their account. So you're making them happy again, the original creator of the content, but tell your take on it. And you might not agree with it. Be respectful when you don't and tell them why. They said this, but my experience has been this. Always be respectful when you do those things, when you disagree. And if you do agree, why did you agree? How did this trigger something in you? What's the story? Tell us a story with it because you've added more value than to their content and yours. I hope you found this helpful. We have a whole series coming on these. And if you have any requests, let me know. Susan@susanfinch.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn.